All right, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining the Eversio stream. We are here to stream versus Glorp Cat. Similarly to last week, they are a very strong team. Number 1/2. I mean, they're tied with Nuclear Vikings, who we just got a loss to. Joining me today, we have Grantless, who's been here for the series. Hello, Grantless.
Hello once again.
Yep, it's always nice to have you with us. Some good feedback of the current meta and professional play as well. Any anticipation for today?
This is going to be an interesting game because Glorb are currently the first place with only one loss. So this could be a preview of the playoffs.
Indeed. To be fair, Eversio are second. I say second with the air quotations because there is three teams at the moment. Two teams are tied in first. This being one of them. So would this be a tie for second spot, kind of? If Eversio win it, they go up to sort of official second, I guess, or no, I'm making stuff up. Well, they yes. That's how it
I
will
think
work,
if
I would assume,
Eversio
right?
wins, they could fight for first, probably.
Yep, yep. But if Glorpcat wins this, Glorpcat will be in the first position, depending, of course, how Nuclear Vikings do in their own match. So yeah, waiting
Could
on
be an interesting
the draft to begin
fight
here.
for first, the later stage of the tournament.
Let's see. I can't have logged in. We are waiting on Eversio to confirm the draft beginning. For all our viewers today, Cardona Cast was first. Mihai is also here too. Hello guys, thank you for joining the chat. Mick, big shout out from the stream team here. Happy birthday. One day late, but still, let's hope we can secure this win for you.
Happy birthday.
Let's hop on over to the draft. Got this guy's hands free. Sending messages on Discord. Grantless, we see a Yasuo Ben, nothing new here, and Raven from Eversio.
Classic.
Pretty much.
Draven Ben. Yone. Still normal bans. I mean, Draven Ben is an interesting one, but I think Iconic does not like playing against Draven, so it makes sense here.
Oh yeah, such a snowball
Rakan.
heavy champion. Are we banning Ari as well? Oh, the Shen ban.
Oh,
That is
Shen.
not expected,
Interesting.
but he's very strong.
Rakan Ben is good as well because if it's actually their support, he plays a lot of Rakan, and then the next thing he only plays have 5 games, I think. So it makes sense.
Yeah, putting their support on a bit of difficult foot there. Rakan usually does well into many lane matchups. Varus first pick here, a strong AD carry choice. We've seen some champions like Zaya do well into him, and I don't know, maybe like, do you ever take Corki against this?
I think it's either an MF or an Ashe here to answer the Varus,
Yep.
or even a Kalista, but I think looking at these games, I think they prefer the MF or the Ashe. In fact, the MF got locked in here.
On the rise MF again, I'm not too sure if anything changed with her, but it is being picked up a bit more. Did anything happen to Corki? It just seems like maybe people are not playing him.
MF is more straightforward than Corki because MF
Yep.
obviously has the ult, which can turn a team fight, and she's strong in lane as well, which can help to answer the Varus.
Very true.
While Corki is strong in lane, but if he falls behind, I mean, does not have like big ult like MF.
We see Drakor 3 games in a row now on this Ari, getting very comfortable playing her. He had a really good game on his debut. Maybe not the best on the last time I've seen him, so he's here for the revenge arc. What do you think Cat will choose here against the Misfortune Ari?
I mean, the Siders looked good against the Ahri last time, but maybe they opted for the Aurora because the mid laner seems to play it. I like Orianna as well here. In fact, this is the Aurora that got me. I mean, Aurora is quite good. Has a good laning phase, can help with the roams, especially with Herald. So I think it's a good pick here.
Hello, Timmy. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Alright. Hansi Rahmar is Timmy, thank you.
I think they will option for a jungle pick here. Oh, I think they just locked in Ambessa. Okay. I mean, it's a good pick here. Ambessa, because maybe they think Eversio does not have a counter pick, but I think the Darius can work. Uh, Jace is good as well.
Yeah, Versu can definitely take their top lane matchup right now. Living a flexible player, he can be put on blind in the jungle role or even support for Awaken. Could be good options here for the last pick on the Versu side. I'm not too sure about the Aurora and to Ari lane matchup. I would assume um, they are
Renekton.
relatively both easy. Yeah, Renekton from Iglos, we've seen him play it before. Does really well into Abessa, to my understanding at least. So let's see if we can
Yes,
pilot it.
Renekton is strong against Ambessa, but I still say that but now even she will opt for the Sojourn. I think after one item it will be closer in terms of fighting. But if Ambessa plays it well, she can even win before the first item, so he still needs to be careful.
Yep. This to me, whenever you pick Renekton, it's kind of taking attention away from the bot lane. So I'm not too sure. Maybe if you have figured out a plan, or if it's just an instinctual reaction to the Ambessa pick. You'd like to maybe snowball that matchup, and Misfortune kind of wants that help too. Hopefully we
But
don't get a bit of.
honestly, Renekton can be self-sufficient, so he does not need a lot of help. Just maybe help with the counter gank so he does not fall behind. But all in all, if top lane is not focused, Renekton should be in favor here.
All right. Then let's give our trust to Iglos here. We've seen him do his thing before. Um, uh,
Seeing the second ban phase now, we have the Braum, which is good, obviously, against the MF, and Lilia, which makes sense here, especially with the sleep and fast clear and the easy ganks. On the other side, we have Relben, which makes sense paired with the MF, and maybe another support ban, or maybe they're looking for a jungle ban here.
oh, the vibe. Interesting, man. Um, uh, there's many of other champions that could be paired up here. Um, not too sure. Maybe I really like Jarvan, but we've never seen Living pull it out so far. Um, uh, what else here
Uh,
can
the,
we
J-
maybe see?
the Jarvan is good against the Varus, but against Aurora and the Ambessa, I think it's not that good. Unless Jarvan just spam gank top lane here. The Shinzao is good. I think I prefer the Shinzao here.
All right. A bit less setup, but a bit maybe more counterplay towards the team comp. So Xin Zhao is a strong overall champion right now. Very few things can answer him here. Cat could go for something like a Nocturne. Um, I don't know. Potentially, what else they could be playing here? Poppy. Not really
Poppy.
something we see too often in the jungle, but it's a strong
She
champion
could be
against.
support as well.
Okay,
I think it has value here, especially Ranked has a dash,
yes,
Ari has a dash, even the Shinzao.
blocking a
So
lot
it's
of
not that
stuff.
bad.
This could be that
And
niche Poppy pick, as you said, in support as well with the Rakan band, and it might be the case, yeah.
in fact, it's the Poppy support here.
Overall,
So Shinzao has to be careful here. If Eversio are picking an enchanter, because Poppy will be in the jungle with Volibear for sure.
I think Volibear just might outright beat Xin Zhao in a one-on-one. He has even a faster clear than Xin, so this could be a way that Xin Zhao needs to avoid this Volibear. If possible, we have equal strength silver. Alright, went for Nautilus.
Good pick. It's just point and click CC with the ultimate. It helps the Shinzao, especially in the jungle, when Poppy invades. And they can even invade with the Nautilus. So, good answer here by Eversio.
Not maybe. Would you like? I say this all the time, but do you like Renata here? Maybe.
Uh, I mean, they don't have a dive heavy comp, Cat, so I think I prefer the Nautilus here. Especially Renata with DMF is not that good. She does not. The only person that she enables is the Shinzao. But if they're going to have 2v2, Poppy Volibear, Renata, and Shinzao, I think the Poppy Volibear will win, especially with the CC. So I think the Nautilus, I prefer it in this case. But in the other games, Renata was better for sure.
It's hard for me to find like So from what I see here, I think Cat do outscale. So maybe if the early game doesn't go too well for Eversio, it could be a dangerous match.
I agree. I think Ambessa will outscale the Nectin for sure. Maybe AD carries, MF will outscale because of the just on the comp base, and Aurora is stronger than Ari, especially with the burst. So they need to be careful about that. But I think in team fights, I mean, the MF does not have a lot of setup, and unless it's a single target. So she needs to have a good angle here to find to enable herself basically on her own.
Yeah. I'm kind of scared for Iconic here on MF with Ambessa being there. He kind of it will be a sitting duck if Ambessa still has ult and is within range
Exactly.
at any point in time. Yeah,
They
it's
have
a game we need to snowball from, in my opinion.
exactly. MF is going to have finding difficult here, especially with the Aurora ult, the Ambessa ult, even the Volber ult just ulting in his face. So they need to be careful how the MF will ult in this game. Poppy as well can ult like 2 targets out of the fight and just turn the fight in 3v5. So I think the cat draft is better in this case.
Yeah, I would have to agree here. We really need Iconic to be either fed and also potentially Drakor here could be nice for him as well. Again, I'm not too confident about my mid lane matchup. Arya against Aurora, who takes that. I would assume it's maybe Aurora favored if Drakor oversteps, but he's not really that kind of player. So I think it's just going to be very even, sort of trading for CS.
I think it's a skilled matchup because whoever hits the abilities will basically win the trade. Especially if Aurora hits her ability, she does a lot of damage, but if she misses, she's sitting duck and Ari can easily fight back with a charm, Q, and a W. So it will be down on hands difference in mid lane.
Um, Hello, Mr. Elite Player in the chat. Thank you for checking out the stream. بالمالتي مانيش لا مش هاد السؤال ħafna viewers differenti provaw noqtu kulħadd. Imma hopefully let us know how you feel seeing your old team battle it out on the rift. Le kien it-top lane mek. L-ljun jibqa. Alright. Ara.
Lil-jum lejdi kelli player, da?
Yep, eżatt. Like David. Forsi xi darba nġibu fuq il-podcast min jaf.
Never seen him play, but he was, I think, the admin of the Facebook group. I think.
Maybe one of them, as they were cousins.
Could be.
Mhm. We need to see some of the older people maybe on podcast one day. We'll get to it. For the time being, guys, we're finally loading into the game. So let's see how it goes. Quick recap. Eversio kind of need to start snowballing the game, so if we fall behind there, it might not be the nicest match to watch. Anyways, good luck Eversio, and let's see how it goes.
Will we see an invade from either team? Because for now we only saw just the usual 5-point defense from both teams. Maybe a Raptor ward here and there. Living getting caught up one game, but usually it's just the 5-point defense. See, oh, we already have a ping on the bush.
Wow, congratulations guys, no pauses. Starting of the game. I see the game is not showing, 1 second. Alright, it's back.
Alright. Oh, we have some interesting level 1 here by Glorp Cat. That's their name, right?
Yep.
Glorp Cat. Cool name.
I wonder what
They
it
probably
means.
just They just contested to get a red buff ward to see where Shinzao starts. But good by living here. Instantly Rico's gets the red trinket to clear out the ward. Unfortunately, it does not give XP anymore.
Nope.
So it won't be any lead for any laner. This used to be a hectic thing to do, especially when taking the ward, because you get level 2 from first wave only, if you're a solo laner.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, I don't know if it was like that much needed, you know. But at
Hmm.
least you get some goal now.
I mean,
Right,
it's good to not get griefed by teammates, because
yeah.
they give a free ward. It can be potential to lose the laner. But we see heavy trading in top lane, constantly. Because Renekton needs to try to get the Ambassa behind.
Hello, Danico. Let's go, Eversio indeed. Hashtag ever win in the chat. Let's get it. Alright, we really need to push our luck here in early game. We have Zik in the mid lane. That's a nice name, for sure. Um, iconic and
I
awaken
think
here.
Drakur should have started Q here on the Ahri, because as we see, the Q trade by Aurora is in favor of Aurora against the W of Ahri. I think he should have played the range there. At least he recovered a bit.
So the
But both potions are down for Drakur, so he needs to be a bit careful.
only potentially winning lane, I think, will be the top lane. I'm not too sure how. I think Varus Poppy might be a bit stronger than the Nautilus MF, but correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
They will have the prio in the early game for sure. But in level 6, they can Eversio can easily get a kill, especially with their ultimates on either Poppy or Varus.
Yep.
So until 6, they will just be pushed under their tower.
Alright, let's see it. Got both junglers here on either side of the map. Iglos being the potentially only winning laner here could get spotted out by this Volibear. Knowing that
With no Fury and
Zambasa will
Renekton.
need.
Thankfully he got level 4 there, because I think there could have been a kill for Hambasa. But the Viper's looking for a gank on the Renekton here.
Oh, this could be trouble for Iglos here in the top lane.
But he got spotted on the ward. They're still going for it though.
Yeah, the flash, a bit expected there on the Volibear. Connects the stun, the flash from Iglos, not enough to get distance. That Ambessa getting the first blood. Alright, potentially not the greatest of starts. Let's see if we can get some counter action here.
I think he got greedy there, he saw the Viper there, but the wave was a bit bad for him. So maybe got greedy to push the wave, but the Volibear answered it well.
Yeah, we just needed to be a bit quicker on that flash. Maybe understanding Volibear will for sure flash for you. Try and get the space advantage. Sadly, it was not achieved, but get a deep ward here on the enemy Raptors. Seems like
Oh, good hook by Awaken.
nice trade there by versus bot lane. Iglos is here to try and capitalize on Volibear not having flash. The charm is missed by Drakur, and that could
Oh, that's
be the kill.
unfortunate.
Oh, Living does trade the kills there, but does go to the mid lane. The charm missing there was such a big deal actually, but it is a skill shot for a reason. It does not land.
Yeah, it would have been a free kill, but then it being a 1-for-1 and the kill going to Aurora. So honestly, it's better for Glorp probably.
Yeah, with a blue buff too on top, just to add to the damage.
Yes, she still has the potions as well. Aurora is in the lead here. But thankfully Ari has her passive. When she kills some minions, she will heal a bit. Maybe he has the taste of blood as well.
Oh, nice
So he
little
got some
dodge there
healing.
by Drakur. The trade still going in favor of Zik. Seems like
As you can see, the blue buff difference here is helping Aurora, staying relatively high in mana while Drakur was low, so he couldn't stay in the lane there.
yeah, this pickaxe advantage here in the top lane could be the difference maker, allowing Gambessa to get effective trades into this Renekton from Eyeglass. Meanwhile, Glorp can secure the Hextech Drake, one of the better Drakes to have. This is looking a bit one-sided in this early game, but we're only 500 golden.
I think this could be a kill for Iglos, because Ambessa used all of her abilities. Oh, she got the Q at the right time.
Nice little find there by Eyeglass. Let's see if Eversio try to maybe find a play around the grubs, potentially sending a Conic with his ultimate as well. We've never seen them make that kind of swap before. Would be nice to see if they take advantage of it.
I think the swap here can hurt Eversio, because it will put the ranked in behind and the Ambessa can be
Mid lane,
safe
mid lane. We'll
from
send them
ranked.
mid, we'll send them mid. Or no.
That could work.
Alright, alright.
Or ranked needs to be careful here.
Yep. Oh no, the Ambessa ult does come through. Iglos ults as well. A nice turnaround
Oh,
by
the stun.
Iglos. But the stun is securing that kill, sadly.
I think if the stun did not hit, the Ambessa was dead, because I think he got the empowered W there, and he would have broken the shield and killed the Ambessa. Unfortunately, the Volberg managed to hit the stun at the right time.
Nice try by Iglos. The third kill though for the feats of strength is secured now. That puts them. Is it officially all secured or not? No, they still need to take either a tower
The objectives.
or 2 more objectives here. I think helping Drakur to get a back off. Seems like Drakur just came into lane and already got chunked out. This isn't looking too great for the Eversio mid laner.
I think he stayed there for some time, because he had TP'd to get back to lane, got the lost chapter. But honestly, it was good by living to help him push the wave, so he can have a free recall. And now she can push. Aurora is late on her recon. They can maybe contest the grubs, because Aurora is low on mana here. So it should be in favor of Eversio.
See Iglos.
But as we see, it's the same problem as last time. The Nautilus is still level 5, while Poppy is 6.
Waken barely misses that. Seems like the attention is split between Ambessa and the Volibear. Thus force Iglos to fall down. That will be Grubs going over to Glorp Cat.
Honestly, the Ares should have been faster than Aurora, because Aurora had low mana. And they could have won the fight there. But now the top lane matchup, even though Ranked should be winning, Ambessa is out of gold. And I think she will start winning the lane easily.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be a clips on that recall. He is sitting on 800 gold at the moment with those components. Potentially this next wave could be his recall. Teleport is also coming up for him as well. Not really seeing a winning angle at the moment for Eversio. Let's see if maybe Drakur can help put some power into this bot lane. Iconic is ahead in CS. That hasn't changed. Awaken finding a great hook. A nice instant out there by Iconic to follow up. The barrier dropped. And Poppy does disrupt the continuing channel there by Iconic. But this should be Varus conceding this next wave. So that is some advantage here to Eversio. See Drakur also following. But Living following.
Yeah, Eversio are trying to dive here, in fact, or at least push out their bot lane so they get denied the minions. So well played by Eversio here, answering the good damage done by Eversio.
So Living was spotted there on the ward. The Varusal drops. It does chunk Living, but that is a kill for Eversio. Iconic takes it, which is just the kind of person you want fed in this game. Despite how ahead Glorp goes, if Iconic lands a nice ult, that's gonna be really good for Eversio.
They need to be careful here. Aurora is here while the other is TPing now.
Oh, a nice combination here by Eversio, taking down that Volibear.
Good stun.
And soon the Aurora falls, and that is Iglos securing the kill. This is just what they need. Come on, Eversio, let's get it, Everwin. Alright.
Swept by Iglos there with the counter TP.
Very high,
and
guys.
Aurora barely had the ult there. Could have
Yeah,
been a disaster, I think, but well played by the counter, engaged by Eversio.
iconic recalling with 2 kills and 1 assist after that fight. Just what they needed. Still though, despite all that, we do see completed items here on the side of top mid for Glorp Cat. Eversio still needs some more to be able to match that power. But now around this Drake fight, let's see. Could go in either direction, but Eversio are lacking. Maybe. Oh, never mind. Iconic is here with his Bloodthirst there, with his ultimate. So this could be a good fight here for Eversio. Awaken finds the hook there onto the Aurora. Living backing off from the dragon as Volibear uses his Q to charge in. Versus stacking up here. 4 people are here and now Bessa seems to be roaming as well. A lot of action around this dragon. Iglos happy to take the CS while it's all going down.
As we see the ambassador of the Eclipse here. Looking to find good trades on the ranked, especially he had no Fury.
Let's see.
Second fight will be crucial for both teams.
Yes, and we can see both teams giving the respect for it as well. Perhaps waiting on ultimates on the side of Glorp Cat. We see Aurora still needs a few seconds for hers.
Also, if the ambassador is not at the dragon fight, this should be a quite even fight, or probably in Eversio favor, because the MF has the Bloodthirst already, while Varus still is on his components.
Oh no, Iglos just... Oh,
Oh.
the ultimate perfection there by Iglos. Pixel perfect. Managing to live that. Sadly, we don't have teleport on his end. So this tower might be falling down. Iglos dies to the flash. As the Q2 connects, Ambessa Q2 doing a lot of damage there. Was not expected.
Yeah, has to respect that. And I think the ambassador could have killed the Renekton before with the ult, but she did not hit the Q2 as he landed. So he had to respect and go further under the tower.
This is the time to potentially try and get something in for Eversio before Ambessa takes that top lane turret or falls down. That is a flash from Poppy and Volibear ult there to get themselves out of that misfortune ult. So now Iconic does not have ult. Will this be enough for Eversio to secure this dragon? We are starting it, so let's see.
I think it should be theirs, because the Poppy is low, the Varus is out of mana almost, with no ultimate as well. So it should be theirs.
That is indeed secured by Eversio.
But this ambassador, I think, is going to be a bit of a problem.
Alright, so Fed Ambessa. Do we have the CC? We do have Nautilus to lock her up and potentially Renekton later, but will it be enough? The ultimate goes through all that. Iglos now potentially in a tricky position here. He just used his dash.
Oh, he escaped,
Oh,
at least.
just barely there. Nice, well played there by Iglos. Not having the best Renekton game at the moment. This champion is a bit do or die in terms of his ranking order.
I mean, the Renekton is going to find it hard to play, because obviously Poppy will counter his dash, and now the ambassador, since she's ahead, he can't 1v1 her anymore.
Would have been nice to see the
Unless she
Rumble
massively
maybe.
underplays. Yeah, the Rumble, but it's kinda risky, especially if Living likes to go for the AP champions as well. The jungle.
Let's see. Blade of the Rune King on Varus. This is going to be on hit. Not too sure.
I mean, this is one of those games where on-hit Varus is good, because he's not under that much of pressure, especially with the Poppy with him. Because the only pressure that he has is the Nautilus ult, while Renekton, Shinzao and Ahri can be outplayed with the ultimate. So I think this is the ideal build here.
Just seems like maybe Eversio have a lot of that mid-range damage. Might be hard for him to get those autos off, but let's see. Oh! Iconic finds the ult there on 4 people. The engage from Volibear, he does fall. That's a lot of damage going on Eversio, but do we flash out? Living falls. And so does
Oh,
Iconic, sadly. That is going to be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Glorp with a rather big shutdown there on Iconic going to the Aurora.
I mean,
Not what you
before
want to
this
see.
tower was taken, I think it would have been an even trade because Drakur had taken the bot tower, but now, since they opened up the mid tower as well, it's in favor of Glorpcat. The 2-for-1. But honestly, at the beginning of the fight, I saw a random flash. I think it was Poppy. I think she flashed in the same position. But well played by Glorpcat, finding that angle, especially seeing Drakur was in bot lane. Bessa almost has the Sojourn ready. That's a big power spike for her. Unless Eversio tries to calm the game down a bit, they're going to get steamrolled. I think they should try and fight on 2 items, because that's their power spike probably. Or catching a person out of position like this.
Let's get it, and that's the Poppy down. Big denier there for Eversio when they go into fights. Let's see if they can continue on pushing this a bit more into the mid lane turret. Does seem like they go back to holding those lanes.
They have mid prio here, especially with the Poppy dead.
Mm-hmm.
This Varus is a bit vulnerable.
Awaken.
But good job by Eversio here, baiting the Varus ult, so... Good job.
Do you see anyone maybe getting healing reduction here on Eversio potentially?
Hmm. I mean, their best is either Renekton or probably... I mean, the
Not
MF with the
Mortal
ult,
Reminder, yeah?
maybe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the option. But I think they need a lot of damage on the MF
Yep.
to maybe win these fights.
Fully agree with you there. I just don't see Campak Chainsword being an option for Renekton.
No, he should just sit on the Executioner until MF finishes like the 3rd item or something. Or the Bramble Vest at least on the Renekton, because at least it gets him the armor. But we see Ambessa here, Sojourn completed. Could be a bit rough for Eversio.
Alright, let's see it. This fight is also pretty good for us. Iconic gets
Oh,
singled out here, but will be enough to take him
look at
down.
the
Oh no, that's a big
Ambessa
damage on him.
damage.
Completely wiping the Aversa team here. Oh, we see
I mean,
Renekton going
Igos
in.
may turn this around.
It's gonna be a quick little fight there by Glorpcat, securing the kill there. They potentially would have wanted Iconic to bait that out, but sadly, he just dies right away. The Ambessa with 2 items there.
Yes, we see the MF will find it hard to play this game, especially with Ambessa strong and they are just hitting her. She almost one-shot her before the Aurora could help.
Yep.
Now looking,
Kanagana, if I were
yeah,
to
that's what I
answer
was
you a
going
bit,
to ask.
yeah, for Sunday Sky, I mean, I don't really see him auto attacking multiple people to get most benefit. That's kind of what you want. Titanic helps you with the Q reset, and if they want to like sort of catch someone off guard, this is gonna be helping him in that. It gives him health and damage, kind of helps you in the clear as well. So there's a lot of benefits to going Titanic first on the Zin. Now he's going for potentially Sterax here, which I think combos well with it since it gives you more HP than the Sundered. Overall, Sterax scaling with health as well. Black Cleaver could have been a good option as well, considering we want the MF to do a lot of damage. But I think Iglos is building that second, so that I think that's the thought process here at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. Especially Sunday Sky would have been better if the Glorpcat had more tanks, like I said, one in the jungle or Maokai and the top lane, or even the mid and bot lane, were more range, because he can hit them at least. But in this comp, he will find it hard to hit any champions, or more than one target at least. where Titanic will do more damage in this case.
Yeah, we see the
We're seeing
versus.
Ari.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say they're still like kind of playing it aggressive, which I really respect and like. Stacking here next to this Atakan. Let's keep in mind this is the new version of it, alright guys? So we're just gonna get all the flowers and some AoE damage on kill. So
Okay.
maybe not the most how you say impactful objective.
I think Eversio here should just finish the 2 items on Ari, Ranked, and the MF and just look for a fight. Because if they wait longer, they will fall more behind. And I think Glorp will be much stronger. So they need to get 2 power spike, try and fight that fight. But I think Living got caught out here.
Oh no, not the person you want to get caught out there. But it does happen. The single target stun there by Volibear being such a strong asset. Um, yeah, let's see. Do Eversio try to challenge this? It seems like so. They are sending Drakur with teleport. This would be a 5v4 in a kind of a game we're a bit behind in, so I'm not too sure about it. But hey, we're gonna play it still. Iconic
They
is
have to.
here. The Poppy falls low. The alt gets
Kill on the
dropped there.
Poppy.
So Poppy is down. Iglo's getting chunked out. Iglo's falling very low, and that's him falling next. Atakan secured by Glorp Cat. The big alt there by Aurora. Taking
Ooh,
down
look
Awaken
at
and
that
Iconic.
damage.
So yeah, just Glorp Cat being a bit too ahead here. Dracor not really managing to do anything. We said this from the start, guys. The kind of comps, the kind of draft that we had. If Eversio fall behind, it's not gonna be pretty at all. They have a lot of individualistic damage, a lot of maybe champions that want to snowball and keep up that aggression. Uh, maybe something to consider on following drafts as well.
As Cardona said here, that Eversio here needed to wait a bit longer to get their second items, but unfortunately Living got caught because obviously Glorcat isn't permanently in their jungle, so it's difficult to get the camps, especially they constantly have vision on you. But if he didn't get caught, I think they could have win that fight. But let's see, maybe they're forcing here.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's no comment at all, man. The melting like butter would be an appropriate term here. Um, yeah, it's just gonna be a slow burn at this point. I don't really see Eversio having the tools to return this game, unless Glorpcat somehow just int everything for no reason. I'm calling it, unfortunately,
I mean,
but let's see.
Eversio's play here is trying to catch someone out of position, maybe force a Baron to fight into you. And maybe then obviously try to stall with the Baron or try to snowball with it. Unfortunately, it's a bit hard to do that. If Glorpec plays well, it will be really hard for Eversio.
You know, I don't. It might be a bit a tall order to us, but if we get to that 4 item spike and a nice MF alt, that's still a potential for me at least.
No,
But
for sure.
mhm.
I think Eversio is doing good here, trying to force the Dragon fight because they're still on 2 items, and Glorpec still are not on their third item. So would be their best option to fight.
Indeed,
I think
good
this is good
analysis
by
there.
Eversio.
We're approximately in same potentially power level in terms of items. It's the levels
I think
that
this is
are
their best chance to maybe win.
living finds Volibear. There it is.
Ah, look at that Aurora and Ambessa. Immediately on the MF. It's hard for her to play the game.
Yeah, they need to find one individual champion while Glorpcast team just kind of presses R in the same location, and yeah, like everyone kind of falls down. Yeah, it does. It does look like it's unfair, doesn't it, Zillion? It's just a matter of comps here at the moment.
It's
You
the
know,
A champions.
yeah. If maybe we had,
Ambessa, Aurora, and Annie.
if maybe we had, I don't know, potentially Lissandra in the mid lane, or I don't know what AP champion could have been a good choice here over the Zinzao.
No,
But
I don't like the Lissandra. But I mean, in terms of Versio, they blind the Ari, so it's not a bad blind pick, Ari.
not at
She's
all,
quite
not
good
at all.
still in the
Yeah,
meta.
for sure.
But honestly, just the Ambessa, after getting those kills, as we saw, she immediately just ulted DMF and instantly dies.
Yep. They need to. I don't know if this could be good practice because Awaken kind of needs to stay in the front. But if we can have at least one person always behind the connect somehow before he ults, that could mess with the Ambessa.
I mean, even though it's better, but she still just probably one-shots the MF there. I mean, in terms of Nautilus, I think he couldn't do anything better probably. He got some nice hooks. I mean, the lane went quite well. But unfortunately, I mean, he can't CC and Ambessa and Aurora while they're in their ultimate. Once again, the Ambessa finds an ult on the MF and the Aurora quickly follows. I think that's game.
Yep, it's the first Ambessa we've seen. And such a strong champion, especially when ahead. Volibear kind of fitting the same niche or similar position. I see Drakor here at a Hail Mary, but yeah. I mean, he's not really gonna 1v5, is he? There you go,
I mean,
Glorp can
honestly,
take the win.
well played by Glorp. They answered against the MF as soon as they saw the R2 with the Aurora and the Ambessa. Just hitting the R on her and she couldn't play the game.
Yes, indeed. We've seen them do better still. This is not the end of it, of course. We will be going off to playoffs. We still have two more matches, Thursday and next Monday. So do tune in, especially if you enjoy the casting and supporting. That is going to be 4-3 for Eversio. So getting a bit sort of equal after all the wins they got. But, we'll still see how it keeps on going. They're still adapting. It's relatively a new roster, so they're still getting used to each other as well. Grantless, I don't know if you have any words of inspiration, perhaps, or sending off points on this game.
I mean, it's a game where you learn from this. It's still best of ones, so we just learn from it and then we get them in playoffs, as the usual.
Yes, sir. That is the correct attitude to have. Thank you for everyone joining the stream. I'm sorry, Mick, we couldn't get it for your birthday. Maybe next year, alright? Sadly, we can't say you don't have two birthdays in 1 year, so we have to wait another one. Yeah, maybe we can give a rate to the UKAL. Thank you all for joining, guys. That's all from me, and yeah, maybe Grantless wants to say good night as well. Or you?
Yeah, good night. This will be my last cast for now, because I'm going to be abroad. So see you later. Maybe see you in playoffs.
Yep. Oh, 7 Grantless. See you at playoffs. Thank you for casting and for your insights. And good night to everyone else in the stream.
Good night.
Bye.